It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, this guy Keith and Dick Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Orlando Magic. For the Magic, they won their last contest, that game against Indiana. That game a high-scoring affair. We'll see if this one turns into a shootout as well.
We got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. They'll play this one here in Cleveland before the Cavaliers head back on the road. There's no question this game will put them to the test. Facing off against a team that has every expectation of beating them, they'll need to play a complete game to snare a win.
And a win here, guys, would shift momentum in the season series tonight. It's their second of 3 games overall, and they'll need to draw on what they learned the last time around.
Without question. I mean, you learn from wins and losses, maybe even more from losses. They took some hard lessons in that first game.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. Here's Money out of the starting group for Orlando. You've got Cook with some money out there, and it's Knight in at the small forward position. Pulls it up. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Money's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Orlando. As the season gets longer, so does the injury list, and I'll keep taking a look at how to stay healthy, what these athletes have got to do, changes from era to era, but what precautions do teams take right now to ensure their players are at their very healthy?
Well, I think it's all about preventative maintenance and really good training and medical staffs, and most of those in the NBA are excellent. Do a good job of the preseason work, the conditioning work, the customizing of routines of weightlifting and recovery for each player. And then it's a matter of the player following the protocols in his particular program so that you fight off injury. And if you do get injured, it typically isn't, you're not out for extended periods of time. So, and then the emphasis on rest cannot be overstated. Teams are doing a much better job at managing the bodies of their players.
Carter, the pass to Sabonis. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Sexton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. They get a hand on it. To the inside. That shot off. The Magic go the other way with it. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with a win.
Yeah, dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the board.
Yeah, they were overpowering inside, and you've really got to like their chances, Greg, if they can replicate that tonight.
The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Lets it go with a 3. You can't get that one to fall. And Orlando will come the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the three ball the way they did.
And Greg, they were shooting that thing with confidence. Boy, every time they got a clean look from deep, the trigger was pulled.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Passes it to Westwall. That one, no good.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. Oh, how about the floater there? Nice try.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Nevsky. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Money. Lays it up off the glass. Money's got 7.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA scoring wise. You look at Money, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough, or what? What a season.
It's good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
So, timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. That's to Westfall. He feeds it to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
When he's close to the rim, the attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
And there's so much speculation early in it.
Oh, bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that pound.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Goodrich passes to Westfall. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
The Magic have gone 7-9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Money, and he dumps it down.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Yeah, and the execution, time and time again, right on point. They're running their offense to perfection.
The pass to Embiid. Fades and shoots. And Cleveland with another turnover here. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I spoke with Cleveland's head coach. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches till they find one that works.
For sure. I mean, they have to be ready to adapt. The only way to break down this defense is to show them a lot of different looks.
Up and in on the way.
No easy chore keeping the 7-footer off the glass. Embiid crashing with intentionality.
Okidi, guarded by Embiid, makes it off the glass. He has 7.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
The baseline jam. The shot, no good. And Orlando the other way now. Here's Money. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. That one goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
A finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Schooling them right now. Taking them to the woodshed. Super aggressive and owning the paint.
The Cavaliers trail by 18. They get a hand on it. And now Orlando on the break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And a look at the locations on the floor where he's been shooting the ball.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around as his energy is contagious out there right now.
Clark, he went around 6'8", 6'9" or so, very versatile, able to shoot, certainly. We saw that in college and pro. Which players nowadays, if you had to say, hey, that kind of reminds me of how I used to play?
Well, you know, you think about a guy like Tobias Harris, really solid, can do a little bit of everything. Kyle Kuzma, an outstanding first-year player, just finished his first year with the Lakers. I like Thaddeus Young, even though he's a lefty, good size, gets to the glass, puts it on the floor okay. But those would be Kyle Kuzma and probably Tobias Harris. Guys remind me a little of myself back in the day.
Wonderful players. The rebound by Westball.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
Kicks to Embiid. Cleveland moving it around. Timeout called Cleveland. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played. But they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
I venture to guess, Greg, that if that game was played in their building instead of on the road, they win it.
Doubled by Knight. Here's Goodrich. Cleveland gets it back. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
And let's check out some stats for Knight. He's been dominant over the last month. Second in scoring, third in assists. And don't forget about his hounding, frenetic defensive play. Third in the league in steals per game.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will. Second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. Inside, here's Hutchinson. Shot to stop the run. Misses at the rim.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Here's Garrison. Count that one.
Second he got around the kick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well done.
Here's Money. 20 points for him. Here's Johnston. First shot, first pass. He's out of the blocks fast.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys too.
Ball's not loose. And now Orlando on the break. And he jams it with authority.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. To the middle. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Knight. And the turnover again by Orlando.
Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Wiles. And here's Sabonis. This is it to Carter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And how about a look now at the top rebounding small forwards in the NBA during the past month. And the Cavaliers making a change here. .158 left here in the first quarter. Poked loose. Here's Nevsky. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Magic leading by 20. Here's Money. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Doubled by Knight. Pass to Carter. To the paint. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Money. Drops in the layup for two. Money's got 27. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And there's the pass to Hopkins. Here's Nevsky. 19 seconds left to play in the first. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. They're running. Here's Money. Finishes the break with a slam.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
And so it's the Orlando Magic having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning it was a little bit hard to like express myself. Obviously I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Exactly. I mean, they've made their presence felt on this end. Excellent job contesting shots so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Sabonis, Also Carter out there. And it's Sexton in at the point. And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
Here's Money. Outside Knight. There's the triple. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Yeah, that was a sweet pass right there, setting up his teammate nicely, and that's really how you move the rock. Share that sugar, man. Share it.
Now, here's Sexton. Defense is right there. Can't get it to fall.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Knight wide open, and again it's Orlando with the three.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, their offense has really been productive this half, and oh, man.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
Pass to Olsen. Will it go? And he gets the jumper to jump.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Colin Sexton. A lot of coaches out there, Clark, wear their emotions very prominently on their sleeve. Others take the calm, cool approach as a player. Was there a particular style that you prefer?
Yeah, my preference was cool, calm, be direct, be firm, but not necessarily overly emotional. And in my short stint with the Pacers, Jackson Kinney was more of a cool and calm approach. He was excitable, but a little bit even keeled. George was a little more emotional, but still, I enjoyed playing for both of them because I think I was clear in that they were trying to get the best out of me and the best out of the team.
Good way to look at it. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Money, and that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Goodrich, he's checked in for Carter. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Knocked loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Wednesday, they'll head back home to host the Washington Wizards.
And when you look at the Kings matchup, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Goodrich hits to Garrett. Olsen passes to Garrett. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Money.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Okay. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for Orlando.
And they haven't needed a whole lot of work done inside because of what their guards are doing. It's been an outstanding performance by the fellas in that backcourt.
And the first one at the line is good. Embiid, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. So he gets them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Here's money. And Embiid pulls it down.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Orlando. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And checking out Cleveland. Just need to take it a game at a time.
And right now for the Magic, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
And they're not a team that other teams look forward to facing. They're only going to get scarier the deeper into the season we get.
To the right side. Westfall. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Magic have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Here's money. He's got 36. Here is Cook. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Over to the wing. Here's Westfall. Cans it from downtown. Westfall's got his second basket of the night.
Tell you what, it does not matter who's shooting. The defense has got to be better at getting a hand up on long-range shooters. You've got to challenge the shot. Well, I liked the first quarter he had. And I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
For Cleveland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Knocked loose, and here we go with the Magic fast break.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. From the arc. That one, no good. The Magic go the other way with it.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
Passes to Embiid. Will it go? Here's Westfall. Back to Embiid. That's tipped, and Cleveland turns it over again. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Orlando's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3-pointers. Down low. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 11 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Cavaliers shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Here's Hutchinson. No good from outside. Orlando's gone along perfectly from 3-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. Johnston passes the money to the middle, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Yeah, and the confidence really at a high level. Very impressive. They feel like this game is theirs, dominating right now.
Here's Westfall. Orlando grabs the miss.
He's not shooting a high percentage right now, and part of the reason could be that his shot quality is poor, and he's just got to be a little smarter about his shots.
Well, Cleveland shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. They need this one. He doesn't hit that one.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his third foul of the game.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
And Cleveland making a change here. Sexton's checked in. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. Number one, the Magic. In third, the Cavaliers.
Both of these clubs love to play up-tempo. That's how they win. These are the games that fans love because of the non-stop action.
First one falls for him.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton, a crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense.
Orlando dictating the flow. Orlando moving the ball around. Money passes to Johnston, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Here's Money, and then jammed down. He goes right over Colin Sexton.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Cleveland's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Cleveland. Both shots good from the stripe. Orlando's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Money passes to Johnston. Here's Money. He has 45 points. Sexton grabs the board.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Hopkins. Takes the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
And it's clear that Sexton loves getting out in transition. He has a strong sense for how to capitalize.
Offensive rebound. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Sabonis. And shot up by Sabonis.
Excellent job by Sabonis after setting the screen. Very mobile in these pick and rolls.
Orlando's gone along perfectly from three-point range. Tonight they've gone 5 for 5.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
1:57 left here in the second. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 12 points in the game.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
The baseline J off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games. Boy, awful defending, really. But in the end, they got.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Nets in Brooklyn. Looking at the Nets, they're only one spot from the cellar in the Eastern Conference. The leap forward they were hoping for this season, well, it's yet to take place. And tonight, two teams that love to get in transition. Shaq, talk about success.
Eastern Conference time for the traveling Orlando Magic today. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Back in Brooklyn, the Nets tip off the beginning of a homestand. This game's going to be a challenge for them. Facing one of the top-tier teams in the league, they'll have to be at their best to steal a win here.
It's always fun at home, Kev. I mean, home sweet home is what I like to call it. But you know what? They've got a tough visitor in the house tonight. And just because they are at home doesn't mean a win is going to be automatic. They've got their work cut out for them against this opponent.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Money out there with Cook. And it's Johnston in at the 4 spot. Well, we're about halfway through the season outdoors. It's no longer new. The playoffs are still a ways away. Seems like a time when players can start to lose focus.
No doubt, Kevin. You have that sense that maybe the All-Star break is coming or going, and you still have that fight you've got to get through the February, March doldrums. But this is why coaches always talk about, let's play in the moment. Let's not worry about the results. What you can do every day, each moment. When you can do those kinds of things and just lock in on small tasks, then you've got a team that can contend.
Good coaches always seem to steer their teams in the right direction at this time of the year. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And it's Russell missing. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Shot on the wing, and Orlando again with the bucket.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Wizards in Washington. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Hayes. Knocked loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation, even over and back. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Money.
While most players can dominate with their scoring ability, he has done it with his passing. No doubt that he is the catalyst for this team on offense. And when players are cutting or moving to open space, he has found it.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Cook. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And that's a foul called on Money. It'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, now you're going to have to tone down the level of aggressiveness on the defensive end. That's his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
A steal.
You love that defensive end.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Magic have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing the lead early in this one.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of it.
And the first time out called of the game for Brooklyn.
Yeah, you can't let this kind of run continue. Really need to go back to the basics.
No, exactly. I think it's impossible to let this momentum continue. Let's see what they can come up with in the timeout.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Right wing. To end the run. McNeil misses.
Boy, still not quite in rhythm. Just 1 for 4.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They're absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Taken away. Here is Cook. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland.
Really, he exposed a lot of seams in the defense with his passing, too. That assist total was impressive.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
Really, just sheer dominance, going into enemy territory and flat out taking over this one.
And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the mid-season surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. You look at the Magic. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, Brooklyn just way behind.
And right now for the Magic, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
And their job now is a simple one. Keep doing exactly what they've been doing and get themselves in the best position possible for the postseason.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Trying his luck deep, drains it from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game. Magic leading by 14. Nurkic with the steal. It's intercepted. Okidi. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Number 1, the Magic.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've got that field goal percentage to skyrocket. And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Nets trail by 18. It's tipped. Now, here's Nurkic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Banked in off the glass. Here's Money. To the paint. Here's Knight. And Knight slams it in.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Well, I think they're getting quality shots, and it's thanks to how aggressive they have been in this half.
Here's Money. Left side, Knight. And Knight slams it in.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
Timeout called. The Nets defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
Passes to Hammonds. The Nets working the ball around now. Takes the 13-footer, and the shot is long. Magic leading by 20. Money passes to Johnston. He kicks it to Knight. Okiti. And that one is hammered home.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the put.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. The pass to Steele. Orlando grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Out to the right wing. Here's Money. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
Nets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Out left in the wing. Inside.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Here's Money. He's got 13. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Pass to Steele. Lets it go from deep. The shot, no good.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face, but I think it caught him off guard to be that high. It's crazy.
It's a beautiful jam.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Down low, Ostrovsky got a hand on it. Here's Money. Last time, 45 points for him.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Ouch. 3 fouls for him already, and now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting him down.
Pass to Hammonds. No good on that one. So Orlando will take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively, and when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
The Magic shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. Doris, when you talk about coach, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. One, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Ostrovsky. That's tipped. Here's Money. He's got 18. Oh! And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stud. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Russell with a wide open look. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding.
Knight in the corner. Pass to Money. Here's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Russell kicks to Hammond. And it's Hayes in the corner. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with Brooklyn's head coach. Now, they lost the first game against this team, but the coach said he's not worried. Thinks they just have to rely on their offense a little more. He told me, look, the first time didn't go the way we would like. I still think we can score against these guys. You have to keep the ball moving, and then we have to finish strong. They're trying to even up the season series at 1, Kevin. We'll see how they do. Back to you.
David, thank you. They're putting the priority on offense today if everything goes according to plan.
Yeah, I mean, from the sound of it, they're not going to be using much of the shot clock here in the early going.
And why should they when they have such tremendous quick strike ability? Put pressure on the defense and keep it on.
And that's a foul called on Money. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Ross is checked in for the Nets. That's tipped. 1:41 left in the first.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so, it was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post.
Oh, wow.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Russell. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. No good on the 3.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Money passes to Johnston. Up high and stuffed the alley-oop.
Yeah, I mean, he's been orchestrating the whole game at a high level.
It's just so great to see ball movement like this, and he is excellent at getting his teammates involved.
Russell kicks to Ross. There's the pass to Rollins. Outside Russell. Nets passing it around. And Ross with the slam.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
To the wing right side. Here's Cook. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from beyond.
You know, I'm surprised the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. You know, that's their preferred weapon tonight.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and you made the right decision.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with a major 39-point lead here at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action after this word. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Magic so far.
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
Well, the commitment is evident, and they are simply phenomenal at their aggression on the defensive end right now.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Ellenson. And it's McNeil at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Russell from long range. Again, Russell missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
From deep. They get it back. The second effort. And he sinks the layup. 10 points for him.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Nurkic. Rebound by the Magic. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the chart. Yeah, easy call.
For Orlando, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. And he can't get the first one. A lot of responsibility, Norris, in being the focal point of an offense. What characteristics have you seen are shared among NBA players who carry the load offensively for their teams every game?
Right, this is a great separation point to me in the NBA because there are a lot of outstanding players at the level on any given night in the NBA. But Kevin, there is a select few players who are willing to share the lion's share of the responsibility. Men like Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook. Like, you have to be prepared 82 times per year to step between the lines, shoulder the load, and sometimes when you underperform, to bear the criticism that comes with that responsibility. And Kevin, you know this. That's a select few player who's going to absorb that.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Money. He gets that one. Money's got 26.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Goes up, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. For Brooklyn, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's a steal. That 3 off the mark.
Well, I tell you, still looking for that first 3 of the second quarter. He had one to open this game in the first.
Pass to McNeil. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. McNeil's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, what a terrific option he is for them. Really puts a ton of stress on an opponent.
Money passes to Johnston. Here's Money. Count it. Money's got 30 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Kicks it to Ellenson. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Cook. The shot comes out, and it's the Nets taking it the other way. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
The Nets have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. To the paint. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing. Boy, the defense collapsing and throwing him off balance on his way to the cup.
Here's Money, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons.
And that one against the Raptors, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's a steal. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
Good on the triple.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Hammonds. His last outing, he had 8 points. Passes it to Steele. And the Nets miss again.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Okidi. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. He's got 10.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Steele passes to McNeil. To halt the run, he takes it up and plays it in. Orlando, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
No good there. The Magic go the other way with it. Cook, the pass to Money. And Brooklyn making a change here. Here is Cook. 8 points for him. To the inside. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And here's a shot chart now, getting a better perspective on where he's been shooting the ball from.
And the work he's doing from deep has been fun to watch. Great looks, and he's knocking them down. His ability and threat to drop those long-range bombs on a defense really makes their offense click.
And it goes down 2 points.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Now here's Hayes. Tight defense on him. Tipped away and stolen by Knight. There's the pass to Hammonds. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Money passes to Johnston. Here's Money, covered by Hayes. Pass to Knight. Here's Money. Back to Knight. And Knight slams it in.
Boy, that's what you call timing. He doesn't have to break stride on the pass.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. It's stolen. And here's the fast break. Cook leading the way. The shot off that time. Gwinnett shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Pass to Hayes. Here's Hammonds. Ostrovsky, he's guarded by Knight. Poked away. Kicks it to Hayes. He gets it in there. Hayes has got his second basket.
Well, he's able to get to the hoop pad because of that great solid screen.
Money passes to Johnston, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. The players you see here contribute as much on D as they do at the other end of the court. A list of the steal leaders among point guards. Well, you look at Money, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
And despite the offensive responsibilities that come with being a point guard, I think he may enjoy the defensive aspect of the game even more.
You know, and that's because of the ability he has as a defender. His instincts are fantastic. They're matched only by his effort. He's just one of those players you just do not want to have on you because you know he's going to give you fits all day.
That one good for 2.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And for the Nets, they're shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Money's got 39.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
To the paint. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The shot's good from Hayes. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Money, covered by Hayes. Here's Money, passes it to Johnston. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Ostrovsky, he's guarded by Knight. Here's Ostrovsky, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Orlando. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
No good on the free throw. And Brooklyn making a change here. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Orlando's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. 1:58 left in the first half of basketball. Knocks it loose. The pass to Money. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Brooklyn's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Russell. Off the left rim and out.
I'll tell you, if he keeps missing shots, it's going to be a tough night to try to trim this lead.
And another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
1:07 left in the first half of basketball. To stop the run. Tough night continues. Shooting a woeful 1 for 9. Here's money. Oh!
My goodness.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
40 seconds left to play here in the half. Back to Russell. Again, Russell missing.
I'll tell you, they're trying to cut into this lead, but he has not hit one this period. Oh, that's unbelievable.
Kevin, is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is in elite company. Hit the floater, and no good that time.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Nothing they're doing on the defensive end is working. They've got to figure something out, and fast.
And the shot goes in. 18 points for him.
And every offensive board is an extra possession. If you're trying to compete from this far down, you cannot allow that.
I'll tell you, what an effort on the glass. Even with this lead, they're still going all out.
And so it's Orlando, able to put on a show for the Asians. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Out in front of the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals. Blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this league will continue to grow.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on. But perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters. You got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we return to Brooklyn, the Barclays Center, which you can see from that gorgeous shot from above the arena. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Money.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change. He's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Cook. Some money out there, and it's Johnston in at the power forward. McNeil kicks to Nurkic. Russell from long range. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Here's Money. He's guarded by Russell. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. For Orlando, they have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand. Pass to Ellenson. Nets passing it around. Now here's Hayes, guarded closely. Rebound by the Magic. Money's got 8 rebounds in this game. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Lays it up and banks it in. Money's got 49 points in the game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now here's Hayes. He's covered closely. Poked loose. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Outside Russell. And they double up Russell to the paint, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. They'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Saturday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And looking at the Hornets matchup, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Russell with it. For three. Hits it from three-point range. Russell's got 6 points.
As important as spacing is in today's game, point guards must have the deep shot as part of their arsenal. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done. Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
The quick look, no good that time.
I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots.
Taken away. Here's Money. And that one goes. Incredible. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so, it was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Money. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
To the middle. Here's McNeil. It's blocked.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Okiti takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in, Kevin.
Here's McNeil. He's guarded by Knight. Here's Steele. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Orlando will come the other way. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And if you're sensing a concern, best thing you can do is call timeout.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. You've got to get this game under control. I think he sees some adjustments he can make.
The Nets making a switch here. Hammonds checks in. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for Brooklyn.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Pass tonight. Cook looking it over. The shot from the low post is good. Cook's got 10 points.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
Yeah, that's right. You said it. They don't find a way to switch it back on. They're in trouble.
Kicks to McNeil. Knocks it loose. Passes it to Steele. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here's Money. Non-stop scoring machine here. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. Number 1, the Magic. 5th best, the Nets.
I mean, both these squads are just playing so hard here of late, really getting after it on the offensive glass, and it's paid off for both of them in terms of second chance points.
Inside. Orlando gets it back. Good work there as it goes. He's got 20.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Orlando with a fresh 24. Basket counts.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Burnett shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And the technical free throw is good. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. To the inside. Here's Steele. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Money's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Can't cash in from close range. Burnett shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. And stolen by Knight. And now Orlando on the break. Oh! And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And the pass to Hammonds. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pass to Money. It's deflected. Here's Steele. A three-pointer, no good.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just one in the first.
Good. Dishes to Knight. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Here's Penbay, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Money passes to Cook. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
He's guarded by Knight. Makes it off the glass.
Boy, the assist just put on time and on target. Easy shot opportunity.
Here's Money. Okidi. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. He's got 24.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to Ross. Down low, intercepted. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Brooklyn's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. He can't get that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Inside, Knight, and Knight slams it in.
I love to see them pound it inside like that, not settling for the perimeter shot.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Here's Henbey. Off target from three-point range. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 20-7 run. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Ostrovsky. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
I'll tell you guys, what a delivery on that lead pass. He puts it right where his teammate can go get it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
.152 left in the third. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Orlando's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Count it, good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Here's Henbey. He's off on that one. The Magic go the other way with it. To the inside. Trying to get open as Knight. Got that bucket in no time at all. And he has 28 points for the game.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, and that's number